I finished editing the video of week 2 and now we're gonna head to Kinding, which is where the tour will start, or at least where we will start. So yeah, off we go. Sunscreen is applied, so now it's time to go. And yeah, I'll keep you updated, but like I said, there will be a separate video on the 400-kilometer tour in German, so stay tuned for that. It's time for a little update. So 55% are done. We are at 230 kilometers at the moment, and the last 3 hours have been really tough because it had something like 5 degrees, so it was really cold. But we pushed through it, and now, as you can see, the sun is out and it's time for another little break and getting warmed up and some food. Since I forgot to film something for Project 8 regarding yesterday's 400-kilometer tour, here's just a quick race recap. So I cycled for 400.28 kilometers and it took me 24 hours and 7 minutes and 14 seconds to completely cover the distance. And I was biking for almost exactly 20 hours, 19 hours and 58 minutes, I think, to be exact. And that results in an average speed of exactly 20 kilometers per hour. And I covered 4,500 meters of altitude in the 400 kilometers. And the most important statistic, my maximum speed was 47.5 kilometers per hour. So that's all for the race yesterday. Now I'm editing the video and yeah, you can stay tuned for that. Here's a little late night update on Sunday, so day 3 of week 3 of Project 8 and 8. After the start of the 400-kilometer tour on Friday, my dad and I drove completely through the night, so we arrived on Saturday. And that's why I didn't film anything yesterday, because I literally didn't do anything else besides biking. Today that was the case as well. I only did some light stretching just now and finished the first rough edit of the video of the 400-kilometer tour, so no sports today, but tomorrow I'll be back with probably a longer swim, since my knee does still hurt a little bit and I want to keep that in check so I can get rid of that and don't have to worry about it for the next few weeks. Since 2 days of resting would almost feel excessive, it's time for a quick swim and I'm gonna give you a little bigger update tonight. The swim is done. I completed 1.3 kilometers, which makes the total distance I've covered so far, I think, something around 17 kilometers. But today felt really tough. I had the feeling that I forgot all of the progress I made during the last few swim sessions, but I think that's just because of the few days of break and the longer bike ride. Good morning to day 5 of week 3 of Project 8 and 8. I have to admit, the last few days I wasn't really feeling like filming a lot because the 400-kilometer tour took a lot of energy. But now I'm trying to get back on track. So yesterday I did a light swim, like you saw already, and now it's time for a quick run. But since I have to work at 1 p.m. and it's already 11:15, the run really will be short because I have to eat something as well. And I have to finish editing the 400-kilometer tour video, so you can stay tuned for that. I think it should be online already before this video comes out, so if you're seeing this, feel free to also check out the 400-kilometer tour. And now it's time for some running. As you can probably see, there are no clouds in the sky. The sun is burning down. It's really hot, and that always makes the runs way more exhausting than they would be at like 10 degrees colder. But like I already mentioned a few times, all the training during the heat will be practice for France, so I don't mind it too much. Half an hour later, the run is done. I ran for about 5 kilometers, so for this week I'm only missing, I think, around 13 kilometers, so that's definitely possible to run since I still got 2 days left. And now it's time for a shower and then I'm off to work. After yesterday's long day of work, I thought about going for a longer run this morning, but I slept quite bad, so I decided to postpone the longer run until tomorrow and take a rest day today. The decision to postpone the run until today was definitely the right one, because now the conditions are perfect for running, so that's what I'm gonna do. I will also grab my bottle to have something to drink with me, because I don't know how far I will run, but at least then I'm prepared for a longer run as well. Except for the air being quite steamy, the conditions really are perfect today. I feel like I could just run and run forever, and that's the plan for today. 10 kilometers are done, and I have to say I feel really good today. So I'm even thinking about trying to beat my previous distance record in running, which would be 34 kilometers. But I'll just see how I feel in a few kilometers. Short break after 15.6 kilometers to fill up my water bottles, because if I want to run for more than 30 kilometers, I'm only halfway there. So yeah, I need some water as well. And on it goes. Running up a long steep hill is definitely one of the best feelings after almost 20 kilometers of running. Not exhausting at all. But at least the most inclines get awarded with a longer decline, so that balances it out. 20 kilometers are done, which took me almost exactly 2 hours, so 10 more to go. Unfortunately, I have to detour off the direct route back home, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to complete the 30 kilometers, which means there's another steep incline which I have to run up. Yeah, but can't change that, so I have to keep going. Second to last incline is done. Only about 5 kilometers left and one more hill, and then it's all downhill, or at least flat. So I can definitely complete the 30 kilometers. But unfortunately I won't be able to break my distance record today, because I have to work in 50 minutes and therefore I don't have the time to do another 10k, which would be necessary to break my old record. But I'll do that on another day. Oh, 30 kilometers are done. Whew, that was really tough. But the conditions were great, so not too hot, not too cold, but still I feel like I could drink 5 liters of water now. Since this was definitely the last activity for today, and this was the last day of week 3 of Project 8 and 8, here you can see the statistics for this week. So swimming, biking and running. And although I didn't film too much, this was definitely one of the most productive weeks this year, because not only did I completely break my distance record by bike, I also ran a new seasonal distance record just now. Longest one this year was 26 kilometers, I think. And yeah, that was it for today, and see you guys next week.